In today's episode, we'll show you how to create sticker decorations. We'll tell you what tricks to use to bring our characters to life and how to shade the decorations to get a real 3D effect.
Hi, I'm Connie, and this is a channel dedicated to the art of nail styling. In today's episode, we're going to show you how to create sticker decorations.
We'll be using colors from the Master of Pastel collection to create this design. Easter Twister, Ice Dream, Marmo Lady, and Mr. Pancake. We will also use Arte Brillante in shades White, Black Poison, Mocha, and Caramel Cake. We will enrich it by shading with glass transparent gel polish in the following colors: Rosewater, Hello Yellow, and Barbados. Tip Top Top Coat will help us in the preparation of transparent blends with Arte Brillante. And we will complete the entire styling using Wet Look. We will matte the surface of the nail and smooth the color using a 220 to 280 buffer. The nail art glass will work as a palette when working with the drops of colors that will be used to create this design. Our mixing tool will create transparent color blends for shading. We will fill the coloring page with two brushes, Master Nail Art 004 and 007. We will finish it off with a probe, adding the coquettish look of our character. First, let us introduce our collection: Master of Pastel, Ice Dream, Easter Twister, Mr. Pancake, Miss Muffin, Marmo Lady, Trella Morella, Melancholic, Extra. You can see 4 of them on our model's hand: Easter Twister, Ice Dream, Marmo Lady, and Mr. Pancake. For today's stickers, we'll be working on the middle finger, which is why he's looking a little bit naked. Apply Ice Dream on the matted and dehydrated with the use of Wipe Off nail. Apply the first layer with a slight distance from the cuticles. When applied evenly and delicately, it should not contain any gaps. The second one will only be a pigment addition. Cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Apply the second layer to the first one, thoroughly covering its surface. Then, with the 004 Master Nail Art Brush, level and add color at the cuticles.
We want to work carefully so as not to touch and paint the cuticles. It's better to paint the color with a slight gap than to flood the cuticles.
With this brush, we also even out the sides and then cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Wipe the nail with a dust-free cotton pad soaked in wipe-off cleaner and dehydrate the color. We reach for the 220 to 280 buffer and matte the nail over its entire surface.
We pay attention not to file away too much color. It should only be matted and ready for the next stage. You might be wondering why we matte the color at all. Well, it's actually a trick that makes it easier to sketch the nail.
We are drawing a sketch, which we will cover with the target color in just a moment using a thin brush. The sketch is very important, as if anything goes wrong while drawing, we can use an eraser to remove or correct something.
Painting a sketch with sticker art is extremely important because we immediately notice the proportions and we can visualize the entire design. And if the proportions of the characters are not quite right, this is exactly the time for all corrections.
With the colors we are about to use, we place dots on the nail art palette. For Lola's skin tone, we'll use Arte Brillante Caramel Cake combined with Arte Brillante White and a bit of Arte Brillante Mocha. We mix the colors using a mixing tool. First, we add a little white to the caramel cake. Then, to warm up the skin tone, we add Mocha. We mix gently so that it blends nicely. Using the 004 nail art brush, take the prepared mixture straight off the slide and start by giving the skin color. First, we fill in the smile, remembering the sketched lines and trying, like in a coloring book, to stay inside them. We avoid the eyes and nose and apply the skin color only where it should be. In this case, the mouth and ears. At this stage, we can only cure the color in the lamp for 15 seconds and then continue painting. We clean the brush with a dry cotton swab and take Arte Brillante White straight from the palette and use it to fill all the white elements of the painting, fur, and a section of the eye. We apply the color so that we won't have to apply another layer. One should be enough because the product is heavily pigmented. We cure it in the lamp for 15 seconds and move on to the next stage. We clean the brush with a dry cotton swab and add a drop of another color to the slide. This time, Extra. Using a clean brush, we take the color from the glass and fill in the hair, the bang, and ponytail near the face. We work with the brush almost in the air. We try not to create any gaps, especially since there is already a colored background underneath. We cure the hair elements in the lamp and wipe the brush on a dry cotton pad. The next color is Miss Muffin's Raspberry Red. We pick up the color on the brush and paint the hair tie over the bang. Cure in the lamp for 15 seconds. We clean the brush with a dry cotton swab and place another drop of color on the slide. this time Mr. Pancake. We take a little color on a clean brush and dress Lola, painting the upper garment, the sweatshirt. We fill Lola's upper eyelid, thus creating her flirty look. Cure in the lamp for 15 seconds and clean the brush with a dry cotton pad. We apply a drop of Marmalade on the slide and a little bit on a clean brush. We fill in the inner part of the ears and the tip of the nose. Cure it in the lamp for 15 seconds and clean the brush with a dry cotton pad. We add another drop of another color from the collection on the glass, this time Easter Twister. Using a clean brush, we take a tiny amount of color, literally just enough to fill in the eye. We fill the entire empty pupil with color and cure it in the lamp for 15 seconds.
Our character has finally gained some colors. Now it's time for the contours to add depth and expressiveness to the whole decoration.
We apply a larger drop of Arte Brillante Black Poison on the slide. And while still using the 004 nail art brush, we take the color straight off the slide. We paint the contours around the entire decoration. The contours at each stage must be of the same thickness. We carefully paint the outline next to the fur, marking its irregularities. We change to the 007 Master Nail Art brush. Our stylist suggests using a base or a top coat with a sticky layer to moisturize the brush. Apply a bit of the selected product to a dry cotton swab. In this case, we've chosen Wet Look, and we dampen the brush. We do this so that the brush is not stiff to work with and easier to arrange when working on the nail. We don't pick up the color with the brush tip. This won't create a thin line. All the bristles of the brush must be wet in color. Also, our stylist, after picking up the color, drains it by smearing a thin line on the slide.
Now, if you think that there's not enough product on the brush, our stylist's golden rule is take even less, just to make sure.
We fill the inner lines with thin lines. We mark the contour of each part of the decoration. We start by separating the face from the fur, then outline the sweatshirt and fringe. We draw the lines gently in slow movements.
If you're afraid that something will go wrong, you can cure each thin line in the lamp. Then you can be sure that neither the client nor you will spoil anything during the process. Remember also that curing the lines while painting them will allow you to wipe away any incorrectly drawn lines.
We outline the entire figure and all the elements of the picture. Remember to lead the contours from line to line and stay within the lines. We carry out the last contouring cuts next to the eyes and use a probe dipped in Arte Brillante Black Poison to paint the eyes filling. Once again, use the nail art brush to create eyelashes in the eye's outer corner and cure them in the lamp for 15 seconds. We clean the probe with a dry cotton swab, take a bit of Arte Brillante white, and create a spark in the eye that will revive our character. We cure the whole thing for 30 seconds in the lamp. We start shading the decorations with transparent colors. On the slide, combine a drop of Arte Brillante Mocha with a bit of Tip Top and mix them using the mixing tool. We take the prepared mixture using the 004 nail art brush and shade selected elements of our decoration. Above the tip of the nose, under the hair, above the fur on the right side of the eyelet, and in some places on the ears. Cure it in the lamp and clean the brush with a dry cotton swab. We prepare further drops of products on the slide to create transparent mixtures. Arte Brillante Black Poison and Tip Top. Using the mixing tool, we add a little black color to the Tip Top drops and mix them until a uniform blend is achieved. We pick up the mixture on the brush and shade the contours next to the fur. In other words, all the white elements. Cure in the lamp and wipe the brush on a dry cotton pad. Put a drop of glass rose water transparent gel polish on the slide and put a little bit on the tip of a clean brush. We shade the nose, the inside of the ears, the clothes, and the eyelid very gently. Cure it in the lamp and clean the brush with a dry cotton swab. A drop of glass halo yellow transparent gel polish lands on the slide. We take a little bit on the tip of the brush and shade the hairline. Cure it in the lamp and clean the brush with a dry cotton swab. We prepare a drop of glass Barbados gel polish and shade the entire decoration from the outside with it, meaning we outline all the contours. Cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. When choosing a color to shade the entire figure in the sticker decorations method, we should follow a specific pattern and choose a shade that is slightly darker than the background color. We finish the whole thing with Wet Look top coat, applying the top at the cuticles. With such decorations, we use more of the top to even out the decoration's entire surface. Cure in the lamp for 30 seconds. Wipe the entire nail with a cotton pad soaked in cleaner Super Shine. Then polish it with a dry cotton pad and voila! The decoration is ready. Lola is alive. That's the end of this episode. Let us know in the comments what cartoon characters you've already painted in your nail career. Or perhaps today's episode will inspire you to paint your first stickers.
See you next time.